Hello and welcome to another episode of Afro Power Reviews, and today we're reviewing Scam 1992, the Harshad Mehta story. Spoiler free, Sony Live, applaud yourself for one of the best Indian drama shows that we've seen on an OTT platform. Tells the story of the original bad boy billionaire Harshad Mehta without glorifying it. Some performances are noteworthy, especially people you've not seen for a long time and who played stereotypes for the longest time are doing a great job. And simplifying the stock market but not dumbing it down to not existing. It plays on the whole, it's wrong only if you get caught things. So if you like watching real life stories being told in a very interesting way and want to see something innovatively Indian, please watch Scam 1992, Harshad Mehta story. This alone is worth the entry price on Sony Live. Okay, so now that the spoiler-free discussion is over, it's time to head on into the spoiler talk. So if you haven't seen the show, go back right now. Okay, let's just talk about how well people have acted in this show. Prateek Gandhi as Harshad Mehta is a surprise. Shreya Dhanvantari as Sucheta Dalal, who's the one who's been following his story for Times of India, has killed it over here. I especially loved the way they used the 4x3 footage from real life interviews and real life footage into the movie, and they also shot some parts of the movie in 4x3 on film to make it look like it's part of the real life stuff. That stuff looks really good. I mean, technically there's no real spoilers in this except for the fact that, I mean, people who've lived through this, it wasn't a very long time back, it's barely like 25 years ago. Wow, 25 years ago. I feel like I've grown old.
Oh God, please, no! No!
It was barely then. I mean, I remember hearing the name then, but I didn't really know as a kid what was going on. But now I know what exactly went down, and I think he just got targeted. It was kind of like a witch hunt. I mean, everyone was doing it. He just got caught, and he did too much too soon. It's like, do it in the right amount. Don't like cross it. I really liked the fact that they didn't glorify him or his actions. Yes, he kept saying risk hai to ishq hai, and like he tried to make it look like if you don't play big, you don't win big, which is fair. It makes sense completely. But at the same point of time, his brother used to try and be the balancing act through it, and he tried, but he didn't really succeed. And there are obviously those friends who egg you on to keep pushing it, and it shows. It looks like it's not very different from where we are today. I wonder if anything's changed today. I mean, sure, the SEBI got more guidelines in and they've got more power, at least that's what they said. But I think it still works the same way. The whole bulls and bears theory that they explained in the show. I don't play in the stock market. I don't understand money. I don't understand numbers. It's just as simple as that. I'm stupid with numbers. So whatever I heard or understood from the show, it seems like it's what still happens. So what is the real difference? I mean, he just got caught over there, so I feel bad for him, but I mean, he wasn't the only one. Yeah, sure, he made a whole lot of money. I mean, somewhere the fact that I'm feeling bad for him is probably them glorifying it. I don't know. I'm actually fallen down into the trap of how well this show is made. They really did not shy away from saying names. They said names like PV Narasimha Rao. They said names like Citibank was responsible for all the investments at that time with the big banks. He was just a man who was trying to enter into a place where it was already a very close-knit circle, a club of sorts, and then he wanted to break his way in. They tried to stop him, so he did whatever it took to get in. And I mean, that's what you appreciate about it. But he just got caught, and he got caught bad. And they covered not just Harshad Mehta, but they covered the stuff around him. It was never just about him, it was about what made him that way. And that kind of came out very well in the show, and I'm very surprised at the amount of depth they've given to each and every character they showed in the show. I mean, it was a 10-hour show, 10 episodes, 1 hour each, but it went through like a breeze. At no point was it like, just dragging it. There were no filler episodes as such, which was surprisingly very good. And even the way they killed him towards the end, his power play with Delhi helping him enter the market and getting the finances needed to play the game that he was playing. All in all, I would say that you have to watch Scam 1992. It is like, especially if you're a connoisseur of good shows and you've been watching a whole bunch of like international shows wondering when India will make a good show, well, there you have it. Now that you have it, don't tell me don't have any Indian shows, this is a good one and you should watch it. This is me giving it a good solid 4 out of 5. You don't need to be drunk to watch this. You can watch this sober and still have fun with it. So yeah, that's me, Zuxis, signing out from Afrobaba Reviews. If you like this video, do not forget to subscribe, like, share, send it to someone who's seen the show, someone who hasn't seen the show, to make up his mind, because considering this is a real life story, there isn't much of spoilers in there. Even though I'm saying this is spoiler free and that is not spoiler free, it's still there. Oh, and a beautiful little touch was a lot of it happens in the Times of India office who broke this story, right? And R.K. Lakshman used to draw the common man, who was one of our favorite little cartoons in the papers when we were growing up. They give a little cameo to an actor who plays his part, and he has a conversation about cigarette smoking, and it's really cute. I mean, he's left us, but that memory kind of still lives on. So that was a good tribute. Well done over there. So yeah, big applause to Sony Live and the guys who made the show. Good job, great acting, great production value. I want more.